My name is Marcus L. Brown. L stands for Don. Well, they said when I was born, of course, it was March 3rd, 1938. It was a fairly cold winter, I reckon. And they said when I was born, I was solid blue. And back then, that meant that you were dead. And my sister was there. And I presume little Charlie was there, I reckon. I don't know. But anyhow, the doctor got me in the kitchen and the whole wood burning stove. And he reached over and got a pan, I reckon Mama cooked chicken or something in, and wrapped me in a towel and put me in the oven. And my little sister spoke up to Daddy and said, "What you gonna do, bake him?" And of course, I think Daddy wanted to smack her face off at the time, but finally I reckon when my body temperature started coming around, I started getting life in me, I reckon. And I reckon that was the very first what called incubators I ever heard of. And yeah, I believe that story all my life. Been put in the oven out of baby. I like westerns. I like country music. Anything from Waylon Jennings to Johnny Cash or anybody that plays good rock and roll music is what I like to hear.
What was your first job?
Pulling nails out of old wood. They had tore the houses down in South Nashville and moved them over here in East Nashville and rebuilt the houses. And I got a job with the workers pulling nails out of board, paid $0.25 an hour.
When you were a kid, what did you do for fun, like games or sports?
Played marbles. I always played marble and played hide and seek. About the only thing we played.
What was your favorite thing about school?
Math. I love math about all of it. Multiplications. Enjoyed all that part of it.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Some kind of mechanic, I reckon. I worked on bicycles. And I reckon then that's what I wanted to be. And I always hung around service stations, so I wanted to work in something like that. And that's what it panned out to be. And I asked her, would you like to go out? And she said, she didn't know. I said, if you give me your telephone number, I'll call you. And she said, no, sir. I said, you give me your number and I'll call you. Because I've got to get a babysitter for 2 children. And I said, okay. And she said, if I call you tonight, you can come pick me up and we'll go ride around. Well, I told Mr. Toon that day, and he said, oh, Donald, she ain't never gonna go out with you. I said, well, we'll find out tonight. So I run home, took a shower and changed clothes, and Mom said, what are you doing? I said, if this lady calls, Mom gonna go pick her up, we're gonna ride around. She said, where she work? I said, down at Crystal. Oh, okay. And showing up a little while, the phone rung, it's her. So I backed up in the driveway in South 13th, picked her up, and we rode around. And took her back home about 11 o'clock, I reckon. And she had been at work next morning, 6 o'clock down here. And that's where we got started.